Here's a fun Mother's Day gift idea using the Cricut Joy and Infusible ink markers. We're starting in the Design Space app. You could also create a design on desktop. And since we're customizing a mug, we'll need a mug wrap template. And to find them in the app, go to Images and use the Filter tool to filter by project type and select 12-ounce mug, which is the size I'm using. I chose one that is the blank wrap outline and I'm leaving the size as is. Now it's time to add a design. I bookmarked this outline flower image, then added some text. And this is going to be a gift for my mother-in-law. And since our kids are currently the only grandchildren, I added their names to the design. If you're interested in the font names and the flower image number, I'll leave those in the description. So once I had everything placed and spaced how I wanted, I selected the design and wrap outline and used align, then center horizontal to center everything. Now, because we are drawing this design with the Infusible ink pens, we need to select each part of the design and make sure the operation type is set to draw and select the pen type and color we're using. You'll also want to edit the font style to writing if you don't want the text to look like an outline. And once we're happy with everything, select all of it and hit attach before you click make it. For my design, I kept everything as an outline, which will be drawn with my Cricut Joy black Infusible ink pen. And because Infusible ink is heat activated, we need to mirror the design. I'm using laser copy paper, which is compatible with Infusible ink. So that's what I'm going to select for the material. Then the pen will draw the design and the blade cuts the mug wrap. Now, you could just do the black outline and put it on the mug like this, but I have some of the markers that are for my Cricut Maker, so I decided to color in my design. On the Design Space app homepage, you can click the three dots on the bottom right and you get to the heat guide for the instructions to apply the design with the Cricut mug press, which is what I'm using. So I preheated my mug press while I prepped my mug and taped on the design using heat-resistant tape. Now I did have to trim my wrap slightly for it to fit perfectly on the mug. And I didn't have butcher paper, which is usually used with a mug press. So I used my Teflon sheet as a barrier between the mug and the heat press. This mug press is very simple to use. You just let it preheat, and then when it's ready, you lift that lever and insert the mug, and once the lever is down, it presses and will beep once it's done. And you'll want to be very careful when removing this mug, and it will be very hot. Just let it cool completely before removing the paper. And here is my design. Now the colors are not as vibrant as I'd like, but that could be because I've had the markers a while, or maybe the Teflon sheet was too thick because I did double it and the mug didn't get enough direct heat. Either way, it's still adorable and will be a perfect Mother's Day gift. Leave the word mug in the comments to see more projects like this, and I'll see you in the next one.